YouTube, we're back with another video. This time being 2K. I'm gonna stick with the 2K, then Fortnite, 2K, then Fortnite. If you guys like anything better and specific, then I'll bring a lot more of that. Maybe like a double upload for like 2K or like back-to-back certain days, and then Fortnite. So like back-to-back 2K, Fortnite, back-to-back 2K, Fortnite, or like Fortnite, 2K. So just let me know what you guys think. As long as entertaining. So there's some Team Pro Am. I can see we're like pretty decent in the rec, you know, like Pro 2 or whatever. That's mostly just rec. That doesn't really matter. Rec, you're playing a bunch of bumps anyways. And also let me know what you think about, you know, Shakedown. If you guys watch Shakedown, you know, he posted a screenshot of him being up in the JRC like 65-0, and a lot of people calling him toxic and saying that, hey, like, you shouldn't be running in there with like 5 people or a team of 4. That's unfair, blah blah. So let me know what you guys think of that. We usually do that to warm up. I hit the 3 to start the game right away, of course. What do you guys think of that? I personally don't like that as well. Going in there with like a team of 4 or 5, I think it gets extremely boring most of the time. People just quit. If you got a team, whether you're good or bad, I mean, we're not the best, and you're gonna see here we have like a pretty debatable game, especially in the first half. We're not the best. We're just a group of friends who know each other in real life, got together, and just like to play against other competitive teams, or try to play against competitive teams. Because in the rec, you know, most of the times people quit in the first quarter, and like that's because you're running for full team and you're playing against like a bunch of randoms. I think if you do have like a team of 4 or 5, well, at least if you have 5 for sure, you should be forced to go into like, you know, the Pro Am. Go if you want to blow teams out, go try doing it over there. Stop trying to show off in the JRC. But that's just me. Anyways, you saw our lineup in the beginning. I'm playing the 5 with the stretch. We got 2 lockdowns. We got sharpshooter and slasher, or slashing sharpshooter, and then we got our playmaking sharp at the 1. And most of the time, we've never lost because we got out rebounded. That was never a reason why we lost. We didn't have like 3 losses. All our losses comes because like we're playing like garbage, and we're not paying attention, we're not communicating. Most of the time, the better team doesn't win the game. It's a team that was able to communicate more efficiently and hit their shots and have 2K go their way. You need 2K to go your way at certain points in the game, right? Like, you're not gonna shoot a green release every single time, right? Sometimes you're gonna have that server. I think like our warm-up game before this, we were in the rec just to warm up one game because, you know, our lockdown at the 2, he was on vacation for like a week, so he didn't play at all. And I was like 11 for 11, all greens. That's because just the server was just beautiful there. So it was just like if I was playing my career and it was like no latency. But sometimes, you know, when you're on a Pro Am, you're not gonna have that option to be able to shoot greens every single time. You're gonna shoot a white, even at the park. So number 1, you need a jump shot that's gonna be able to go in even if you don't green. And you need 2K to go your way. Because you can have, like, I have like a 93 pointer, and then when I'm playing Pro Am, I always have boost on. So that's like what, 95? And I'll shoot a full wide open, and it won't go in. And now that's not, yeah, I guess it's my fault for not hitting the green. But it's also like the game, like, come on, I'm 95, open 3, and I miss. So you need 2K to go your way, especially, you know, you need the steals to go your way, rebounds. So it's not always the better team, but it is the team that's gonna be able to take advantage and play smart and not turn the ball over, get more steals. See, if he would have dunked that, he probably would have missed. He was gonna shoot a layup because he was far off the rim. So smart play, just catch the ball. The randoms are always just gonna jump in the air when you go to the paint. I don't know why. Everyone likes to play like a mighty beam for whatever reason. Just take your time, then shoot the layup or get the dunk. Easy peasy, right? So, you know, it's a decent game here. Is, you know, debatable, I guess you could say. It's 16-17. That should have been a rip, but whatever. Like I said, like sometimes it'll be an easy steal. Things will go your way, you can get the foul. And that, you know, that's just 2K, nothing you can really do about it. You got to keep playing, don't dread on the last play. Just keep going on to the next play. He gets bailed out, you know, Samuel over there reaching, grabbed his, you know what part, and they called a foul. But it is what it is. So it's 16-17. We're gonna go on to the second half, gets changed, you know, the tide changes a lot. And also because this is our first game of the Pro Am for over a week. And by the way, if you guys like this, I'll bring this better. Or if you want to see the full game, I personally just thought showing a 30-minute video of us playing with, you know, showing all the misses and showing like the timeouts. That's just pretty boring, and free throws and stuff. So I tried just to bring, you know, like in the first half, like most of the buckets we was able to score, what they was able to score, and then second half, you'll see it gets pretty ugly. So I did fast forward that a lot more. But you can see, you know, now they're running a pick and roll, and that's fine. The way we play, you know, we want to get just transition buckets. Yeah, transition buckets. Can't speak today. And that's what we rely on most. Not more of the half court set, because you've seen a half court set. The reason why I got 3 points is because actually watch you why you should never give up on a play, fellas.
That's good. That's good.
I barely get any shots because they're always hugging me. And then you'll see here. Godlike getting some nonsense. And you see, and they had a glass cleaner down there. And I think they had a glass cleaner, unless he came to, I think he came to contestant, so they didn't. But anyways, he gets that putback. So it's his first half, you know, we're only up 2. You know, first quarter, both pretty much equal, and second. Like I was saying before, you know, like the way we run is a 5-out. So I'm the stretch. So people are, most of the time, they're never gonna let, if they do sag off, it's like once or twice, and I hit the shot, and then they're right back to hugging me. So we rely more on the transitions. That's what we got, you know, the 2 lockdowns are playing up on the top most of the time, doing pick and roll with them. So good luck doing the pick and roll with 2 lockdowns. That's not gonna work. And the glass cleaners are pretty much useless. We've never lost because they had a glass cleaner. We couldn't get the rebounds, or because the glass cleaner was killing. The glass cleaner, if he wants to get, or like the post scorer, if he wants to get like 30 points, by all means, we're betting that we are gonna get a lot more 3s than you do. And if you want to take a bunch of 2s, that's fine by us. That should have been a steal. They lied. But you can see, you know, third quarter's coming out to end, and we're up 8. At this point, we went from being only up 2 to up 8, and we won that quarter by a 6-point margin. And now we're going into the fourth. And the fourth quarter, you know, it gets pretty ugly. I think they scored probably like what, 10? I don't even think they scored double digits in this quarter. We scored probably like 30. And it comes down to just being able to figure out what they were doing and confusing them on the defense. Whether they don't know if our 3, who's a sharpshooter and slasher, is going to be able to cut, or he's going to shoot. And then I'm always going to have a man stick, you know, the good thing about having a stretch is like you're always going to bring the attention of somebody. So now it comes, that person's never going to go to the basket to help, no matter if he wants to. Especially, like, I don't think they ever switched and they had the glass cleaner on the stretch, the whole time. And that's a huge mistake, because now the glass cleaner, he can't go down and try to protect the rim. So now we have the point guard slashing all the time. Our lockdowns getting alleys. And that's because you got to be able to make that adjustment, fellas. It's all about, like, I never guard the 5. As you can see, I'm not even on the glass cleaner's on with the afro, and you can see Sammy, our lockdown, at the 4. Well, he's a small forward, but he plays at the 4. He's guarding him because number one, he's gonna get a better box up, and they have like hustle, rebound, or silver, so he'll be able to get the boards. So you gotta be able to make that adjustment. There's no need to be having a glass cleaner outside on the top of the key guarding stretch. That doesn't make any sense. There's no point of me guarding a glass. Look, the glass cleaner 3, and we're leaving him alone. Like, see how useless he is. That we just left him alone. I stood with I think I have a rim protecting sharpshooter, so I'm staying with him. And guy like who was in my area, who was just the top of the key guarding whoever that was, probably like the shooter, some type of shot creator or shooter. Glass cleaner, they show no respect. So it's pretty. I don't understand why teams run that. Hey, better for us. If you run into us and you have a glass cleaner, thanks. I appreciate it. But you know, in rec or even if you're playing like 2s, like if you guys watch Ticino's like best of 5 series, you know, shout out to Ticino. I love that he did that. All the games were extremely entertaining. I hope more YouTubers play each other because we've been wanting to see that, especially with like all the drama that goes on with the YouTubers always arguing into all this Twitter beef, but they never actually play each other. And Ticino, you know, he has beef with nobody, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna travel to the US and play everyone. And Z, his you know, like I guess his best friend or whatever, is a glass cleaner. And he, like, a lot of games they lost because he's like useless. Like, he can get the rebounds, but he could shoot because, you know, he won ruffles, he's respectable, but there's a lot of times where he missed and the other team got the ball. It's because he just, if he was to even like at least make like 2-way stretch or something, you know, where he's still gonna get a lot of screens, he's gonna get the rebounds, and he can shoot, I don't think Ticino would have lost a lot of those series. And I don't think, you know, a lot of these teams would have lost, because at that point we had to overload one side, and it was just me and Godlike on this side, and that glass cleaner was right at his spot where Ronnie is right now. If he was like a 2-way, a rebound and stretch or something, he would, you know, the whole defense would have had to change, and we had to guard him. And with a whole different story in the second half. Instead of getting blown out here, it's already 17 points. And I think what they started the quarter with like 38, so they scored 11-2. They only scored 2 points. That's because you have one player who's useless. You have a rebounding stretch who I'm never gonna leave. I think he finished the game with like 0 points and no shots. You're not getting anything. And then you have the 2 lockdowns who are like slashers, so like they're gonna get a lot of steals, and we're gonna be able to rim run the whole time. That should have been a steal. They lied. Like I mentioned before, 2K be lying. That's off. See, and look, glass cleaner for what? He should be able to get that rebound, get that box. Green by yours truly. I only got 9 points. I gotta talk to my team about that. I think I need at least 20 shots a game, whether we win or lose. I gotta get mine. But no, we play to win. Most people, they want to get theirs. When it comes to Team Pro-Am and Rec, I want to get my touches because it's Rec. Who cares? But in Team Pro-Am green, in Team Pro-Am, it's all about winning. It doesn't matter if I score. There's been games where I scored no points at all because they double me. They just refuse to let me get a shot off, or I have to like force it so I don't get anything. And that's fine because at the end of the day, we're still gonna win. Well, if I'm gonna try to contribute on defense. You want to contribute as much as you can. Like the glass cleaner, he's useless. Like he was at the end of the game, he pushed me out. I think that was the rim protecting stretch. But they pushed me out the way, and I guess you could have got the rebound, but it didn't go their way. And here's the end of the game. They scored 9 points the fourth quarter. We finished off strong with 27, and it's never how you start; it's always how you finish. And that's gonna be the end of it, fellas. If you like the video, subscribe. Like, comment, let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more of this, or if you want to see longer Pro-Am games, you want to see the whole thing, you want to show me some Park, just let me know. The next video is going to be some Fortnite, episode 2 of a Road to Division 7, and I'm going to catch you guys later, fellas. Deuces.